Hey guys, this is Agamemnon here.
With Furious Geo. Hope everyone's doing well.
We're from SC2 Mistakes, where you get to learn from our mistakes. So just want to let you know quick to what to expect in this video. We're going to be doing a little tutorial on cannon rushing and how to lose. And in the second game, we're going to see cannon rushing successfully. Hopefully you guys get some good tips from it and are able to make good use of it. So stay tuned, and in the next second, we'll go to the game.
Yeah!
Okay, so yeah, like I said, I'm going to be cannon rushing in this. I'm going to speed it up a little bit actually. Make it a bit faster.
Raise your hand if you love cannon rushers.
Yay!
And nobody raises their hand.
Aww.
But I mean, it has its place, certainly.
Yeah,
And
so
I think one of the things that, I mean, everybody gets frustrated. I mean, even if you're Protoss, you get cannon rushed.
right.
But if we want to be blunt about it, if you can't defend it, it's your own fault.
Yeah, in
Right.
fact, like, even you're gonna see where I even put this pylon.
Yeah.
Like I know we kind of commented this on a video from Ziggy. That pylon, it really helps you to get scouting on your ramp. You know, even
Right.
if you're not worried about blocking it off, you should be able to look at the minimap and see if anyone's coming
Yeah.
or going, right?
Yeah.
Now this is a little trick that I'm going to be using here against Zerg, because I realized with Zerg that creep really come back. The creep spread really helps to give vision of the Zerg base, right?
Right.
So it's you're gonna see where I decide to put down my first pylon, and it's kind of not exactly where you might expect. The other thing I've been trying to do with my cannon rushes is actually use 2 probes.
Yeah, that's in. You don't see that a lot. At least I haven't seen it. It's usually you get one, specifically in bronze.
Yeah.
A Protoss will send one probe, and he'll go around and drop all his pylons and cannons.
Now the great thing about having two probes, and also you want to talk a bit about this pylon placement at the bottom of the ramp?
Yeah, it's ideal because it's always going to be powering. What I would suggest, and I think you do make this change, is you should have a cannon down here.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to have that pylon, because I was going to get away with that pylon anyway.
Yeah.
It would have been good to have 1 or 2 cannons there.
And this cannon down there would really help against a very on-timing opponent who comes over right away.
And also then I could start building, instead of this far forward, I could have started right on the wall.
Yeah.
And it would be a really tough push. Oh! There's
look
the
at that.
one hero.
Look at that Ling get through.
Oh yeah, beautiful. And guys, just so you know, he's going to spend the rest of his little life in that one spot. Okay, so one of the things I liked about having 2 probes is that it gives you the possibility of doing double cannon rushing in someone's base. So I have this guy that I'm going to... he's going to be
I would cry if this happened to me. But this Ko-Chan handles it quite well.
Yeah, he's cool.
That might not be correct.
He's totally cool. Well, I was telling you about one of the cannon rushing games that I played against somebody. And talk about crying. Like, guys, I wanted to share it with you, but I'd have to rate it R. He swore at me, he insulted my wife, it was just horrible. Actually, in that game, I actually started building my cannons right in his back.
Yeah. Was he a Zerg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a Zerg player. Which is kind of funny. I actually find it easier to cannon rush a Zerg, and I know that sounds really weird, but I tend to find that Zergs have less vision of their front.
Yep. Unless you're sending your first Overlord there, which you're usually not, because you're sending it to your whatever
to scout your
coordinates
opponent.
that you want to know where he is, right?
Yeah.
So usually you forget about your front.
So now I'm trying a bit of a 2-pronged attack, seeing if I can get away with it in the back. I know I can't, but you know, just trying. And I think the range between spine crawlers and cannons are actually completely equal.
Well, we can find out. Let's have a look. Click on the, I think a cannon's...
Oh, range is 7?
7, 6, or 7?
7 and
so
7.
They're the same.
So they're both the same.
So whoever gets there first.
Again, I'd like to note, This very happy little Zerg
Yeah.
all by himself.
Very intimidating.
Yeah, he's holding that whole area down.
He could probably take the base.
He could. Holy crap, he totally could. Okay, let's look at the army tab.
Although
I have 0 army.
the probes might be able to hold him off.
Yeah, I think they'd probably be out.
It'd be a valiant effort, though. Now that would be a strategy.
That would be
The
awesome.
630 one ling attack.
1 ling all in. Do you want to talk a little bit about the benefit of creep? And we can see here he's using his queens to spread that creep. Why do you think that's such a high priority for the Zerg player when you see a cannon rush?
I think Coach Chan's teaching us a very good lesson here as Zerg players defending this is don't be too aggressive against a cannon rush. You don't need to take him out right away.
Right.
Let the Protoss spend his money.
Yep.
Because he's only going to be able to get so far. And we see right now, you've basically reached a limit because you can't build on the creep.
Exactly.
The spine crawlers are down, and we now know they have the same range.
And so I can't build within range of any of his forward buildings.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so you're it's a tough spot right now, and he's using that nice little creep tumor very
Did it
nicely
again.
there.
Yep.
Now I think this actually is taken out because he brings...
Oh,
He gets a
possibly.
little vision there.
Yeah.
I think you drop another cannon there, but ideally what he would want to do is move that out because it's still showing.
The other thing, we noticed that there was no engagement there.
Nope.
He kind of came over with his roaches. I think he wanted to see if he could actually get past this, because he didn't actually attack. You can see there's no damage done there. But he's using some really good decision making to make sure that he maintains his army.
Yep.
He's not wasting it, just running into the horns of the cannons.
And I mean, if you want to take a look at the unit count, I don't know what his drone is to.
Oh, 28 to 12.
Like, I mean, and this is where you got to feel uncomfortable as a cannon rusher.
Absolutely, and I do.
Yeah.
I absolutely do. And you can see I'm trying to get my cybernetics core up. I'm worried about these forward scouts here.
Yeah.
Why do you think he has those placed there?
He's waiting to see if you're ever going to build an army, basically.
Right.
Right? Is there ever an army going to come out of this Protoss player, or is it going to be cannon?
Yeah, and as you can see,
And his
it's
cannon,
cannons, baby.
Cannon,
Pure cannons. And again, like you were talking about the awkward positions, so now I realize I want to expand, but my money's very low. Not expand, sorry. I want to transition.
Yeah.
My money's really low, but I'm also running into the problem where I want to maintain this cannon rush. You know, really, in my heart, in this game, I want to win with cannons.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily think that's... I'd say categorically not really possible against... Maybe not at the front against Zerg.
Yeah.
Because of that
At
creep.
this point, I mean, you've literally hit a wall.
Yeah.
With the creep.
And look how much money I have. It's like
Yeah.
nothing. Right? And his units, he's got 27 to 15, 18 to nothing army. And we talked in previous videos about what happens when a Zerg player is hemmed in his base. He's got to get out some way.
Yep.
Right? What are some ways you would use to get out of your base if you needed to?
Unite
Gio?
us.
Yeah.
Unite us. I mean, I guess you could always drop with your...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Doesn't get used that much by Zerg players. Interesting thing to think about maybe for everybody if you ever... technically we have our own medivacs. They just don't heal.
So what's going on with this guy?
This poor little probe has been given this order to
Yes.
patrol
Never ending.
with who knows how many minerals in his little... whatever. Are they in their mouth? I don't even know. But he's going to patrol here, and he's going to fail.
Yeah, and the reason why I patrolled, especially in this area, is because I figured that the Zerg player would like to get vision right here.
Yep.
And put his Nidus worm in here. Unfortunately, I didn't really consider the whole base. And actually, okay, even a bit of thinking, guys. Like, you might even ask yourselves. So let's take a look at the player cam for a second. I do not know he has a Nidus worm, a Nidus network. You can see that. I don't know. But it's safe to assume that if you've got a Zerg player hemmed in at the front, that there are only a few ways he's going to get out, and one of them is going to be a Nidus network. And here he comes.
So yeah, I mean, he tried to go for that top,
Yeah, he did
But,
first. Yeah.
He did see your patrol. So now, I mean, one of the beautiful things about this is you just need the vision of where you want to throw your Nidus network.
Yeah, like it's
Right?
pretty. It's from pretty far away
Yeah.
apparently.
So and he
Here it
just
comes.
drops it down.
Now, actually, I think I had a pretty quick vision. Hey, pay attention. Pay attention. What are you doing? He's trying to get out. I've got myself
Yeah.
locked in. Oh my goodness. Pay attention. Pay attention. Run! Oh, there
man.
you go.
Just a little too
Way
late.
too
You know, you might have had a chance.
Might have.
Might have.
Yeah.
But it's basically...
Okay, let's see this damage happen.
It's on the wall right now.
Oh, and here they come. So I kind of like to think that maybe if I had scouted this a little bit better, that maybe I would have maybe been able to catch that. I don't know if
Yeah.
if one zealot can take... Well, look, he did about half
He did
damage.
a lot of damage.
So maybe I would have been able to take it out before he even was able to
And I
unload.
think the Ko-Chan kind of he did do a mistake there. I don't think he didn't have anybody loaded up when that came out, so
Yeah.
that wasted a little time. But I mean, mistakes happen. So
Yeah. And I thought that was well played. I thought he played that
yeah,
really
he
well.
did a very good job. I mean, because really, you can't do a cannon rush any differently.
Yeah, like we talked about, you could possibly put it in the back and hope for the
Yeah.
best, but I really think that a cannon rush against Zerg is most effective when it's a containment,
Yeah.
when it holds the Zerg player in his base. But I think one of the lessons that, and that's the end of this game, guys, I think one of the lessons that I'd like to take from this personally is that you don't need to continually overcommit to cannons at the front.
Yeah.
It looked like there came to be a point where Kuchan just basically said, okay, I'm going to let those cannons stay there. I'm going to, in Ziggy's words, I'm going to draw a line in the sand, and I'm going to get that creep spread, and then I'm not even going to worry about it. Like, he just ignored them.
He just ignored it.
Yeah. And if you didn't want to do a Nidus network, what are some other things that you talked about drops?
Yeah,
what,
you could
anything
have
else?
drop. You could have Mutalisk would have been very easy
Yeah.
to transition to.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to draw this there, you could have went Broodlords. I don't know why you do that, but
Oh, funny you mentioned that. I think we
I think we're gonna see that in the next game.
Yeah.
And how it maybe doesn't work so well, but I mean, there's a lot of mid-game strategies as a Zerg player specifically.
Yeah.
That we've obviously seen Ko-Chan do beautifully to deflect the aggressive pressure of the cannon.
Yep.
And then react in a manner of getting into his opponent's base because obviously there's no army.
Now,
Okay.
the other thing I want to note is this this Overlord here has obviously
Yeah.
scouted any possible expansions.
He's really checking all his boxes.
Yep.
Right. He even upgraded those roaches.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, he's really making sure that he does this correctly.
So yeah, so knowing that I have him in one base and he knows I'm on one base.
Yeah.
He knows it's safe to just build up an army and just
Yep.
go attack, right? So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Again, if you liked the video, please click like and subscribe. We're also going to put up in the top right, I think it's going to be a little link to the next video. And I hope you stick around to watch it because you're going to get to see me, Agamemnon, actually do a cannon rush and win.
Boo. No, it'll be good.
Okay guys, see you soon.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
See you guys.
Bye.